Okay, assalamu alaikum, my brothers and sisters. We are going to discuss about mathematics, so Form 2 for your information. I really apologize, I think for the last 48 hours, actually we have not received a video from Form 2 because I was very busy and concentrating on chemistry concept. This time around, we are going to learn what we normally call enlargement, the third transformation in Form 2. Remember, we are done with the reflection and rotation. So we are going to have classes concerning about enlargement. Then later on we are going to see the combined equations. Okay, basically concerning about the three of them. Okay, now we are going to start enlargement. For your information, this is what we are going to discuss about enlargement. So enlargement is a transformation. Is a transformation which is described by scale factor and center of enlargement. Scale factor and center of enlargement. Center of enlargement. Okay, what do we mean by this one? It's a transformation which is described by scale factor and center of enlargement. Guys, enlargement is also very, very examinable, but most of the time it's combined with the what? It's always combined with the concept of rotation and revelation. However, when we are learning about enlargement, actually we are going to learn three things. How to get the image point, number one, how to get the image point given scale factor and object point, as well as the center of enlargement, as well as looking for the center of enlargement and the scale factor. Those are the three important parts, okay? We will start with the first example, but before we go into this, remember there are some MBs you're going to write, okay? There are some MBs. Of course, we'll write those nota bene after we get the first example. But enlargement is a kind of transformation which is described by scale factor and center of what? Enlargement. Those are the two, remember. Don't forget. Then for your information, if you are given object points and a scale factor, for you to get the image point, you are going to multiply the scale factor by the object point to get the image point, for your information. So that's the order. You multiply the object point by the scale factor given to get the image point, okay? Without wasting time, let's see the first example. Without wasting time, let's see our first example, okay? Example 1. Look at this question now. Okay? Points. A, open the bracket, 4, 2. A, open the bracket. A, open the bracket, 4, 2, comma. We have B, 9, 2. 9, 2. Then we have C as 7, negative 2. And D, point D as 2, negative 2. Are the vertex of a parallelogram okay? Full stop. Taking the origin as the center of enlargement. Taking the origin as the center of what? Enlargement. Comma. Find the image. Find the image when the scale factor is we have negative 2, B we have 2, okay? A we have negative 2 and B we have positive 2, okay? Now guys, let's see these ones. Why are we saying negative 2 and positive 2? Why are we taking these two? Because there's hidden knowledge here. Guys, for you to get, look here, solution to this problem, we have the image point. And remember you are told, look here, points A42, B92, C72, 7 negative 2, and D2 negative 2 are the vertex of a parallelogram. Okay? Parallelogram. Okay? Full stop. Taking the origin as the center of enlargement, comma, find the image when the scale factor is negative 2, A, B, positive 2. So this is the image point. Solution for A. We have A, open the bracket, we have 4, 2, close the bracket. We have also B as 9, 2, B as 9, 2. Then we have C as 7 negative 2. Then D as what? As 2 negative 2. 2 negative 2. So we have our scale factor. Our scale factor is equal to what? Negative 2. So we are going to multiply by negative 2 to get the image point. Okay? This multiplied by negative 2 is negative 8, comma, negative 4. Then B prime, it will be what? Negative 18, negative 4. Then C prime, it will be negative 14, positive 4. Because you're multiplying by negative number, don't forget that. Close the bracket, this C prime. Then D prime, it will be negative 4, negative 4, positive 4. So you only multiply by the scale factor, which is what? Which is negative 2. Okay? So you draw for me this one and this one. So the moment you draw this one, these two, the object point and the image point, you realize that the center, which is the origin, will be found in between the object and the image. The center always falls in between the object and the image when the scale factor is negative. So in the examination, in KCSE room or any other examination room, if you are solving questions concerning about enlargement, and you get your center of enlargement in between the object and the image, falling in between the object and the image, remember the nature of the scale factor you are going to get is negative. And of course I will show you how to get the scale factor. But consider this point. In the examination, if you encounter a situation where the center is falling in between the object and the image, remember the scale factor you are going to get will have a negative value. Okay? So you realize the fact on ground when you plot these two, the object point and the image point. Okay? You will confirm that the center of which you are talking about, which is now the origin, our center is what? Is the origin, which is a point where x and y is what? 0, 0, will fall in between the object and the image point after you plot these two. Confirm that, please. Okay? We are saying when the scale factor is negative, the image and the object are found on both sides of the center of enlargement or on either sides. Okay? That means when the center is in the middle, the object will be on one side and the image will be on the other side. So the center always falls in between the object and the image when the scale factor is negative. I think that's a point to remember, of course. That's a point to remember, and it's perfect explanation, of course. Okay? Plot for me object point and image point. Okay? You realize that the center will fall in between the object and the image. And that is the fact on ground. When the scale factor is negative, the object and the image will be found on both sides of the center of what? Of enlargement. And that is, we are done with that in B. Don't forget that. That's a fact you are going to realize as you plot these two. That's the object and the image. Okay? Now let's see when the scale factor is what? Scale factor 2. Scale factor 2. Scale factor positive 2. We know that A is what? A is 4, 2. Then A prime will be 8, 4. Because you are multiplying by 2, yeah? You are only multiplying by 2. Then B, we have 9, 2 in the bracket. Then P prime will be 18, 4. 18, 4. Then this is B, sorry, this is B. Then C, we have 7, negative 2. 7, comma, negative. C prime will be 14, negative 4, because you are multiplying by 2. Okay? Then D is 2, negative 2. Then D prime will be 4, negative 4. Don't forget that. 4, negative 4. 4, negative 4, okay? Okay, when you plot again now, you already have what? You already have what? The object point. You have drawn the object point, don't forget. Only plot this one for question B. Then you realize that the object and the image will be on the same side of the center of enlargement. The object and the image will be on the same side of the center of what? Of enlargement, guys. Okay? So, obviously, when the scale factor is positive, the image and the object will be found on the same side of the center of enlargement. Okay? So, this will be the order. It will be the center, followed by the object, followed by the image. That's when you have a positive whole number as the scale factor. But when you have a fraction which is positive as your scale factor, this will be the order. Center, image, object. Because the moment you multiply by a half, by the object points, you're going to get a value less than the object points, okay? That's why you're saying it is center followed by object, followed by image. Guys, understand this thing. May you please confirm this fact on graph, okay? You plot for me also this one. You realize that the object and the image will be on the same side of the center of enlargement, okay? Of the center of enlargement, and that is the fact on ground, of course. Yeah. I'm sure if you research, I'm sure you will not. You will verify everything, of course. Try to do that, guys, for your information. Then we will go ahead and see. We will go ahead and see what you normally call another question that's actually asking us the center and the scale factor for your information. Okay. The center and the scale factor. Okay, let me write for you example 2. Okay? The center and the scale factor, okay? Let me write for you that one. Try to understand this thing, guys. Okay? Okay, let's see this one. You're told the vertex of an object. This is what? Example 2. You are told the vertex of an object and it is image. And it is image after an enlargement. After an enlargement. After an enlargement, okay? After an enlargement. We have A as 0, 0. We have B as 1, 1, comma. We have C as 2, 0. Okay. We have also D as 1, comma, negative 1. Okay. And A prime 3, 3. A prime 3, comma 3. We have P prime as 5, 5. 5, 5. We have C prime as 7, 3. We have also D prime as 5, 1. 5, 1. Okay? Then you are told respectively. Okay? Respectively. Full stop. You are told find the center and scale factor. Find the center and find the center and scale factor of the enlargement. Find the center and scale factor of the enlargement. Look at this. So in such question, we are told to get, because the moment you're asked to get the center and the scale factor of the enlargement, you are expected to come up, okay, with those two, and you will be given two things. That's what? That is actually the image point and the object point. So the moment you're given the image point and the object point, bear in mind that you are expected to get the center and the scale factor, the center of enlargement and the scale factor. So guys, what you're going to do is, let me help you here, okay, come to this point here, okay, this is the Cartesian plane, okay, this will be our Cartesian plane, this is y-axis, this is x-axis, this is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, 7. Okay, you can even say like this, so that you don't encounter any problem. Okay, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, then 7, because we have x value as 7 here, don't forget. Then we will have -1, -2, -3, -4. I think we don't have negative numbers, or apart from -1, okay. Then here -1, -2, -3, -4. Okay, that's enough. Okay. Then we plot the object point and the image point. We have A as the center. Here, A. This is A object. B1, 1. B1, 1. This is our P here, don't forget. This is 1. So this is the point. 1, 1. This is B. Make sure you write brothers and sisters. P object, right? Then we have 2, 0. 2 zeros here. That is C. Okay? Then we will have 1, -1. 1, -1 somewhere here. By estimation, this will be the point. So now let me join them. Join A to B, B to C, C to D. Remember, this is D. This is D. Then last and first, okay? So you'll have something of that sort, yeah? Square. Okay? Then after that, let's also plot the image point. Image point is 3, 3. By قياس من somewhere here. 3, 3. Exactly. 3, 3. This is the point, yes. This is A prime. Don't forget. A prime. Then for your information, this is A prime, yeah? P prime 5, 5. P prime 5, 5, 5. You know we are using what? Estimation, because this is the whiteboard. C prime 7, 3. 7, 3 is here somewhere here. Hey, my goodness, come to this point. This is C prime, yeah? Then we have D prime as 5, 1. 5, 1. This will be D prime. So this is what you're going to have. Join, this is A prime, yeah? Don't forget. So join A to B. Okay, A to B. B to C. C to D. Then this is the case here. A was what? A prime was 3, 3. So I'll take this one as A prime. Then join these two. So you have another square. You can see another square. So you are told about find after you draw the object point and the image point. Brothers and sisters, make sure you write if it's A prime, A prime, P prime, P prime. That's the image point. It will help you. When you're writing A object, write A object. When you're writing A image, write A prime. It will help you. Okay? Look now. The question here is, find the center and scale factor of the enlargement. And of course, in enlargement, when you're given image point and object point, expect only two questions. That's what? The scale factor and the center of enlargement. For you to get now the center of enlargement, you cannot get the center of enlargement without having what? You cannot get the scale factor without having the center of enlargement. So for you to get the center of enlargement, what you do, join image point to object point, then straight the line. So you take a ruler and join these two. Straight, yeah, it should be straight. And this is free area, don't forget. I'm joining A prime to A object. Then you will start from the image point, yeah, and move to the side of the object point. Straight. The ruler will help you. Join also D to D prime, ama C to C prime. Look here. C to C prime. So when you can see now, according to this one, though it's not accurate, but according to this one, the point of intersection is what? Is this point. So the scale factor will be, sorry, the center, this point you're going to write what? O. You can also prove by joining D prime to D object, then straight the line, okay? But according to this rough sketch, the center of enlargement will be, I will look up there, it's x what? X is 3. To this side, y is 3. So I'll say, the center of enlargement, the center of what? Of enlargement, the center of what? Of enlargement is -3, -3. But I'm not sure, but I'm showing you the right procedure. Confirm please. Then, okay, this point is called what? O. Okay. Remember in our previous example I said, if the image and the object are found on the same side of the center of enlargement, the scale factor is positive. So if this is now the center of enlargement, and this is the object, and this is what? Your image, you realize that the nature of the upcoming what? Scale factor is positive. The scale factor you'll be looking for is positive. So what you do, scale factor, let me show you how to get the scale factor. Scale factor is equal to, you can say, oh, look here, look at this point. The way you're going to get the scale factor, by the way. OA prime all over OA or OP prime all over OP or OC prime all over OC. What do I mean? Measure O to A prime, then divide by OA. Measure the distance of the center of enlargement from the center of enlargement to the image point, plus write it somewhere. Measure also the distance between the center and the object, then divide. Meanwhile, you can also do like this. You can measure OB prime all over OB. Then I'm sure you're going to get the same answer. And the answer you're going to get will be positive because this is the center followed by object followed by image. In our previous example, I said if the image and the object are found on the same side of the center of enlargement, the scale factor is positive. And if by construction, you see now, by construction, if the center falls in between the image and the object point, then the scale factor is what? Negative. But in this situation, remember this is the center O, where the two lines that have been stretched meet is what you normally call, remember, is the center of enlargement. So you can get now your scale factor from there, then that is the end of this question. And the scale factor will be what? Will be positive so far the image and the object are on the same side of the center of enlargement. Otherwise, guys, make sure you subscribe our YouTube channel, and I wish you the best.